I'm gonna read these
I've seen the
comments.
birds before.
Oh my gosh, yeah, funny. So let me read these comments to you.
Those all have talking about all two different things.
Let me read you. Tommy, this is the voter guide, and I was reading this to them.
Right.
Alright. Do you support the Supreme Court's overruling of Roe v. Wade? Trump said yes, Harris said no. Now listen to this one. Are you open to expanding the U.S. Supreme Court beyond the current 9 justices with the Constitution? Trump said no, she said yes.
See?
Alright, here we go. Should the federal government pursue energy independence through projects like the Keystone Pipeline? Trump said yes, have the pipeline. She said no pipeline, no energy.
Right.
Should the male athletes be allowed, as female, to be allowed to compete? Identifies female, males, be allowed to compete in female sports, K through 12 collegiate sports events. Trump said no, she said yes.
See, wrong. That's right.
Should the 2017 tax cut job be extended beyond to help the people who are working? He said yes, she said no. Now let's go to McCormick and Casey. They sent me this. This is basic. Do you support the Supreme Court's overturning Roe v. Wade? McCormick said yes, Casey said no. Here we go. Do you support the president using executive authority to construct a wall along the southern border in an effort to make it more difficult for individuals to enter the country illegally? McCormick said yes, Casey said no. No wall. Should the education funding be directed by families through scholarship? Parents can send their children to school of their choice, including religious schools. McCormick said yes, Casey said no.
I'm just saying it'll be quiet.
Should the male athletes who identify as female be allowed to compete in female sports, K through 12? McCormick said no male athletes in female sports. Casey said yes.
Okay.
Last one. Should the doc-
Bad news.
should the case in 2017 got that Casey? No, yeah. How could somebody look at the PA voter guide, family vote? They said they got that.
Casey, shall I punch you in the fucking face? Yes or no? It's yes.
But how can somebody read that and vote for Bob Casey or Kamala Harris? That's what people wanted to know. I said Tommy will tell you when he comes up. That's what I would ask people.
The only one.
You know what I mean? It's Mary because they're Democrats, Republican, but when you read
Well,
it,
see, first of all, the Democrats are all programmed. All those girls and guys are brainwashed because that's what they want. It's just like when you look at Obama scolding the black person. The blacks finally, here's the thing, remember, the blacks actually woke up to get rid of woke.
Exactly. Then we're woke. Yeah,
They don't want woke. Gavin Newsom needs his ass whooped. The guy, Tim Walsh needs his ass
Sit there
whooped.
and relax.
Did you get that at Target?
I think so. Yeah, a couple.
I had one
One
of
of these
them.
hat socks. It's called a hat sock. Mom's up. After we're done, we're gonna watch one of the movies. She was talking about when did you last watch Snakes on a Plane?
A while ago.
Yeah. She wanted to see Samuel Jackson's performance in that. Is he good?
Your mom never seen it?
Yes, it's good.
She said it hadn't seen it since what it was you? What was it, in the 80s or whatever?
No, 90s.
90s. It was that long, yeah.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Even people like Morgan Freeman woke up. You just heard what Morgan Freeman clapped back against him on Obama.
Because the white blacks, see, all the people that won't let the girls that do with their hair and sex.
I mean, the feminists and all that.
And like, Oprah and all them figuring and she was friends with Trump, and I don't know what the fuck's wrong with her now. But
Oh, Oprah loved him. Oh, she relished Trump.
but that redhead on the phone.
Joy?
I can't stand that redhead on the video.
Oh, yeah, he was. Did you hear Court talk about The View tonight?
Yeah.
He said they want to buy him out.
Yeah. Well, I know Tompkins is going to sell, and SBC, they're going to sell that.
Because it did that pour. Oh, this trash is full. Look at this trash overflowing.
But that should tell the Democrats something. How they can blame the voter. Like I said, let me tell you something. Like, you chew me into it, you jerk off, you want to be bipartisan. For you and for 12 fucking years, you want to dictate to us no free speech or control everything. Yeah, where's the bipartisan then? Shut your fucking mouth off before I shut it for you. You dumb old fucking man.
It's true though, Tommy. But thank God we got him in there. But had we not gotten him in there, we'd be having a very different conversation right now. We'd be talking about your Social Security.
Now, me and the guy, we argued. Oh, Donald Trump, he's a pig. I said, he's a good pig. I said, I have money. He said, you won't have no money with Trump. I said, oh no, I won't have no money with Trump.
I think Bill Clinton started this crap with him. You know, he just.
But he made a statement too that if the border was closed, these girls wouldn't have
Yeah, he said it, and then he said to go vote for Harris because he's programmed. You know, he has to stump for her because he's.
But no,
I like what Kennedy did
people,
breaking away.
If some American people could change and come from the Democratic Party,
We saw it with Tulsi, we saw it with Elon, with all these people.
right, then they got to get those other people because they're brainwashed, they're controlled. And all the teachers that are not making the parents come in and control their own children. They want to dictate and call them freaks and crazy people. Those school teachers need to be fired. And even the coach that got suspended from that volleyball team.
No,
Yeah, I do.
More coffee, Tommy?
Yeah,
Hey, keep talking. I know what you're talking about with the schools. They got to fix the schools.
And I think something should be done with that.
In this case,
They fired that girl because she talked about a transgender in this volleyball, and they wouldn't. No, that's bullshit.
Tommy, at least we're not using 5 different mugs in the same transaction.
No.
Remember that, man? And putting the mug. Let me show you what he put. I'm going to show you what he put in the microwave, man. It's terrible. But you look at certain ones that are the metallic.
Oh, I need one mug.
See, I have certain ones that are
All I
metallic.
gotta do is.
I had to get rid of them all
Even
because.
Mary, when I make a pot of coffee, she rinses out her same cup. She don't go into the cabinet take another. You know what Joe will do, Mary? Have a cup of coffee like this. He'll drink it. We'll get another cup. He'll take another cup from the thing and drink out of that. When he's done that, wait, then he's done that, he has to get a third one. He needs 3 different cups of coffee to drink his coffee. Instead of rinsing one out. That's fucked up.
Yeah,
And my dad would steal the cups.
And
He
what?
would take the mugs.
Oh, your dad would.
You'd have no coffee mug left. You wouldn't even have the coffee pot.
I'm gonna try to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
How about that thing, Tommy?
What's that?
It goes.
I like it. Oh man.
It goes to Bob, they call it. It goes
Yeah,
to
I
Bob.
like that.
Yeah.
I like the one that that's that.
There's a lot of people named Joe. What do you think, man?
And when you look at them, we know so many Joes. And when I put them on my finger, there's 10 of them, I can say, like, these 5 are okay. These, they're smacked asses. Throw them away. They're 50-50. That's what a Joe is. 50-50.
A couple
Like
Joe.
Like
You know what you're getting-
Mary's neighbor Joe, of course, he passed away, but he always smoked. But he was a nice guy. He was an older man. His name was Joe. Then the guy who ran 7-Eleven, I know Joe very well. He's the manager, and his sister Donna works there. He was a good Joe. Then, you know what I mean?
You know some bad Joes.
Then I know some bad one, like your Joe there. Oh, he takes the cake.
Biden.
And just Joe Biden, that's 2 right there. Two fucking balls that have collapsed. No air.
Oh.
No air. You couldn't bounce him nowhere.
What do you think about Cork today? Was he on the money, man? He lost friends over that. 40 years, man. Because of Trump? What's wrong with these people?
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. Even when, like I said, with people, something needs to be done. They need to be sued. Because I know they fired them.
No more wuss.
Yeah. Those people, and look, they raised my fucking homeowner's fucking $632, motherfuckers.
For what? What did you put a claim in?
Because of all the storms and all on
The satellites that they cost.
Yeah.
RFK said, they're putting shit up in space. Elon he used it to try to help people, but they're doing it to destroy
But no,
the
but all the storms to fix those storms.
Oh, yeah, you
it's
gotta
cost
pay
them
them.
enough. But why? What does the South have to do with South Philly? We don't get those type of storms. We're not putting claims in for you to fix my problem. I'm not paying you to pay. But that's how like I told you.
Yeah,
They
they
go-
won't
they
give you car insurance if you can't drive.
Well, no,
They discriminate against people with disabilities.
No, they all do that. Not just that. Even if you package your car with your home, they have to give you a discount. Or if you have an ADT, they give you a discount. But still, the thing of it is, they go by your credit score. Now, you could drive for 30 years and have no accidents. But if your credit score is poor, they're going to raise your insurance. Now, you could have fucking 10 DUIs. Smash 25 cars, well, but your credit score, but your credit score is 850. They're going to give you a discount.
Yeah.
They won't give you.
And you can pay to rate your credit score with the Credit Karma. You
Yeah.
can get an app to rate your credit score. What do you think, Marion? That's terrible.
They're
Oh, yeah. I guess
They're nothing but a legal.
I'll take it out.
All they do is they're not but a legal extortion racket.
Yeah, that's what they are. You can see why Tommy gets upset with the insurance company.
The motherfuckers, cocksuckers.
What do you think, Mary?
All those, I tell you, all those stuffed shirts.
Johnny was on the money today, man.
I would like to grab their ties and just swing them around and pull them, choke them, and just swing them like this with my hand.
So violent.
That's what I like to do.
He's tired of the wusses. He's tired of the wussy, pacifist, feminist, all this
Come on,
stuff.
when you're wrestling, you can't be a wuss out there.
You saw the fight, Mike Tyson slapped the guy. He might have been under, overaged, and under But he had the
He was
spirit.
known for that.
How about Geraldo Rivera? Remember when he was young? What did Geraldo Rivera do when he was younger? He used to smack people, punch him in the face and stuff. And then he mellowed out and
All he needed to fight is Boston
I
Blockbuster.
still didn't go.
Rocky Marciano. He was showing some slaps.
What?
He was slapping Tyson silly.
Let's sit down, Tom.
Man, we're going to go in here.
In the living room?
We're going to yeah. She don't like to sit in the kitchen.
How did you
go sit in the couch?
Oh, no, it's alright. It's a little. How do you like this table? Remember we got the table?
Yeah, I like this. I like this. And the big one's out there.
Yeah, the big one back. But it's too cold out there right now.
Remember you had the glass one?
Yeah, and then we have the office we're going to do later. Movie night. We're going to do a movie night. We're going to do it out here tonight.
Yeah.
Mom wants to watch it here tonight.
Yeah.
We'll heat it up there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's good. That's funny. I can't believe how did they get in a conversation like that?
Well, because he picked you, and then there were many offended Tommy. They were offended. One thing one Joe always said is don't listen to Tommy. It's one thing they always say.
Right.
Neither of them like.
Don't listen. Yeah, if you
Remember when my dad said, "What do you know about the military?"
I said, yeah, I know. First of all, my father was a Marine. My uncle Arthur, my grandfather was in the Navy. I got his picture. He was on a battleship. What did you do? Your dad flipped the pots and turned the spoon, and he wasn't an awful. Shot a guy in the foot with the gun. Almost got thrown the fuck out.
Joe.
Yeah, that's a Claude Waltz.
Claude Waltz. And then what about Joe? What did he do in the military?
Shovel and scooping the shit in the furnace.
Drink.
And he breathed, he hit that shit, and he came up, ooh. I just my grandfather was in a battleship. My father was a Marine.
You come from a tough family.
Yeah. And not just that, my uncle Nicky, my grandfather's other brother, he was in the service. And then my other uncle's, my cousin Artie, he was in the service.
But you know, I want to love, and I do love them. I love my dad. I love Joe. I tried to treat Joe as well, because they both tried to raise him. But you can see where it was detrimental to my mom. They didn't treat my mom right.
This is
Not treating my mom right, the hard.
No, but see, to me, thanks, Mom. But they're not appreciative because if you would see Joe's house, you're lucky you don't fall going into the house because the holes are all over the place and the steps and the things with the railing and the holes in the walls because.
That's a shame, though.
Now, and your mother took them from that because she saw.
He was first. She took him off the street.
Yeah.
First.
But me and Johnny know Joe very well. We're better than your mom. That's why we knew from him. We knew Joe from the 7th.
So what happened after she broke up with Joe and my dad came along? Same thing all over. Took him
and then that she made him live in the house the same way. You were a little boy. You wouldn't. You would come over. We would hold your night up.
So they both got free.
Your mom would carry
they both got free lodging.
Yeah.
And what did they do to repay my mom for the free lodging?
Hurt her. That's what I'm saying. No good.
And you guys went into it together, and then you paid Betty back.
Yes.
There was no free lodging.
Well, see, when I sold my whole house, Betty got her $22,000.
And remember, she lived with you and your grandparents. Moved in with you guys.
Before that. She used to visit my grandma. She would go stay so many days and then go back home.
But you weren't trying to.
And then when I bought that.
But there was no abuse.
No.
And there was no neglect.
And then when I was working before I got her the job there, she would go to Melrose for my grandmother, your mother. She would go all down Pashunk herself.
Do you think if Joe and Claude handled my mom better, that it would be better for all of us?
Yeah, but not just that. If he wants to show like I told you before, if he really is concerned that I don't care about Tom, I don't care about you, I care about you, Ricky. Well, if he cares about you, he knows you worry about his mother, then you should say, Joe, if you cared about me, you wouldn't treat my mother the way you do.
Yeah, it's pretty clear. And he said, "Oh, well, you and my mother, inseparable difference."
But no, just well, if you look at all the jobs that we fought, why have more jobs? I said, yeah, sure, Joe, you have more. You got fired from every fucking one of them. So you're gonna have more jobs. I can hold one. I don't need 25 jobs if I can stay on one job for 30 or 40 years. While you're there 6 weeks here, 3 months there, then you got the job with Lincoln Field.
How about when my dad gives us money though? I mean, I am appreciative. Is money? Is him giving us $5 to be able? As if we don't do anything.
It's just like
he does help.
Like my brother gives to his daughters. He should just give you money and shut up about it.
It's going to be a tab.
There should be no tab. He's not a bank.
He's a lender.
Yeah. And then he saves a lot of money too, trying to get bricks done for $20 I wouldn't put no pads and no rotors in him. Because you can stop the fucking car.
You told Joey Longo about
for $20.
Remember you talking to Joey?
Yeah, he was laughing at that.
Yeah.
Johnny said, "What's he nuts?" It cost Johnny $500 just for the 2 front brakes. The pads.
And he would say Johnny didn't sell a car. You can tell Johnny sells cars.
Yeah, Johnny knows what Claude's like. Morning knew what Claude's like. Bruce, don't even do that. Claude blames everybody but himself. He blames Bruce. He blames his sister. His father. All right, his father was a little, but still. But his father did. But guess what? His father didn't treat me like that though. He only treated him like that because he called Claude an embolic imbecile.
Oh my God, it's a shame that you.
Because Claude was did drugs when he was 16.
I feel.
He couldn't even hold on to a beauty shop. He had to punch a guy. He lost all that. Then you got Joe stealing time at the Lincoln Stadium. They were looking for the Eagles. Then you got Joe doing all the numbers that come in here, giving him $25. He puts plays lottery. Oh yeah, you're gonna be a millionaire tomorrow. You're gonna pay 10 million. You're gonna pay 5 million to win $1 million.
He gave a lot to the social. Remember the benefit over Pennsylvania to the rent rebate. Joe funds the rent rebate.
No, he funds it. Yeah, he fund my 1155.
It's true though, Tommy. I mean, it's a shame.
And then you had to give him 50 ounces of tacos on what to throw up. I was this outside.
Well, the withdrawal. He's shaking all over like a baby.
But see, that's what I'm saying. See,
And then on part.
see, look, when you drink and you
Wait, but they both did.
no, if you drink and you drink a lot of liquor, you have to be strong-minded because some people they make poor decisions when they drink. The same when
And they also reveal things sometimes too.
exactly, they say something
Like he'll act a certain way to mom when he's on and when he's off.
and sometimes you
So he can act two different ways.
And sometimes you can't say certain things at certain times when you're drinking because you gotta watch because people listen. They get the wrong idea. So you can rub the mouth. You gotta and when you leave out of a bar, you can't walk like you're sliding down a tube. You gotta try to keep your wits about you. It's how you drink. And Joe was a slut. He don't know how to drink. If you're going to drink 6 or 7 beers, I remember I used to drink 11, 12 beers. If you have water with it, what it does, your organs don't dry out, but you hold your high and you do it slow. So you hold your high. You just don't go and guzzle it.
You see what happened with me and mom in the store today. My dad said I'm more of a criminal than he'll ever be. How can he say something like that?
No, really, Ricky, you understand? He's really talking about himself. He's making you be part of the picture, but he knows deep down he's the one that sold the Linda around the CD off my. He's the one that installed the meats out of the giant thing and chiseled the place out of it. He knows. He tries to pay $20 for bricks that should be $500. He knows his
Insurance policy.
His car goes poof every time he gets it fixed. So he knows all that. Joe knows what he did. See, Joe, the only way Joe could feel good inside is to say your mom this, your mom that.
Yeah, that she was in it for the money.
But see, that's not true. It was the opposite. Look, if Joe worked at a pizza place and took a pizza from, but if he did numbers and he borrowed money and these guys were coming after him, that's his bad thing. And then even if he paid them off, he never learned from that. He would do it somewhere else.
He's still doing it with other people's
right,
credit
and then it goes down. Then it goes. And
my dad scams the company. He scams people.
Right. So,
But they all scam
but then they
everybody.
say you do that.
Yeah, it's projecting. It's projecting.
Yeah,
saying
see,
it-
but
just because somebody else
but
doesn't.
in reality, Marlene, no.
And they ruined my reputation, ruined the Ford Taurus. I mean, there's no way around the first
No,
Betty's
that's
car.
what I'm saying.
You can't get that back.
If he took the engine light off the back, you unhooked it, that's no good.
And the other one, you see how the other one drives.
Yeah, so we already experienced, his sister already experienced him driving years ago. Even when, in the 90s, when we went down to the shore.
And great grandpa.
And the great grandpa. They know, it's just they weren't living to see what he's doing to you now. Because I'm telling you right now, if her father was living now, and her Joe do that, and knowing, because he knows he told Joe to take care of it. He told Joe.
Yeah, and he says,
No, see.
he says mom broke the bond. He said mom broke it. Mom broke the bond.
No, he didn't.
What did mom do? She had an affair.
She had no affair. Joe, first of all, you think Joe did,
Two affairs. Claude and one.
You think Joe didn't run around with his dick up in the air all the time? Come on. Who's he kidding?
And my dad said he never really loved my mom. Do we know that? Or maybe he did love her. I don't know.
But he shouldn't say. But even with everything, he shouldn't say that. You know, some people there's all types of ways he should.
I think he does love us though, as a family, but you know.
There's all.
You know what I mean, though, as far as like relationship. She helped him out, and he said because she wouldn't tell him about the visual problem. And when she told, he said, "I didn't even know she had a visual problem." What kind, and he said that she's dishonest. I mean, well, the whole thing was you're
No, but
some kind of cool.
some things though. Some
Takes time to
some people with certain illnesses Just like people,
She wanted to make him think he was
just
better
like
off
people
than
with certain illnesses, they don't want everybody to know right away what's going on. They try to deal with the illness themselves because it's hard for them. Now and then people remember.
But if you tell somebody about your visual problem, and then he goes and tells the whole community that person,
yeah,
that's it.
And I don't like that because first of all, they don't know that I don't carry myself that way. And number two,
because he would go tell everybody, oh, Ricky's Tom, Uncle this, that, and that. You know what I'm saying? Tell them everybody all your business.
Well, really, when you look at Claude, he up here he can't see because the brain is the most important thing. But when the brain don't function, there's people that less vision could do a whole lot more. There's people in wheelchairs could do a lot more, and they're determined. Now he could never function like that. Neither could Joe, because they wouldn't know what to do with themselves.
Is that why you?
That's like the.
Is that why you agree with what Garth said? He called them out on their bluff.
Oh,
Even though Garth's not
well, how about the guy tonight? Look what he said to you, and I didn't know about
Of
that.
course, yeah.
And he put his opinion in meet the three of us. So he gave.
And what did he say? He said about my dad. He's not bringing my dad on the show, right?
Right, but no.
Joey's hesitant, and he wants you.
Yeah, that's what he said.
And why would he?
But when he said he said I like Tom better than all of them.
Remember Darren? I
Yeah.
like Tommy better. Remember
Yeah, see that's another one. See that?
And Kenny.
So what's that tell you about them two? What does that tell you? They're dinosaurs. Johnny don't want to be near your dad. Shady Maples. You don't want to get embarrassed and all them people in there. Ricky, oh my God.
The commentary, the crude jokes.
Yeah, so Johnny feels that way. Then you got Johnny with Joe. Now look at when Johnny talks about Joe when Johnny calls you, oh Ricky, I don't know why you haven't come there. You know, Johnny said it himself. I didn't talk. Johnny knows Joe.
But I can love them both. But you think I'm in a hard position?
Well, here's the problem. You got to realize something. Sometimes you got to let Joe know.
I was not happy with.
Well, here's what
they won't treat Mom right.
Well, here's what you got to do.
If he's gonna smoke and play lottery,
you got to
like
try
that
to
either.
make. You got to
Try to make the case.
No. You got to try to make Joe think. So what you got to say to him from your heart, you got to say, you know, Joe, if you care for me the way you say you do. You know, my mom's my concern. You would make
that's my confidence.
You would make it easy for my mom and not treat her like that. She was good to you. Even
and my dad wouldn't call us a-holes.
Right. Look, there's nobody but it's so. No, my brother always.
Joe's behavior was inexcusable.
My brother knows Claude and Joe. My brother knows you. Thank God.
And we never have any problem.
Because Johnny says, thank God Janie has her son Ricky. What if she didn't have him?
She'd have Joe Claude.
Yeah, they'd be fucked up. They'd be still her blind, Ricky, I'm telling you. But believe me when I tell you, he would take some with her not seeing it. I know your dad and I know Joe.
Because he sold the snake and took the food out of the freezer.
Yeah, I know them too like a book. Like, this is my cousin Angelo. Me and Johnny don't trust my cousin Angelo. I wouldn't trust him with 10 foot poison. My cousin.
It's Newt Gingrich on there now. You like him, right?
Yeah, he's good. Well, he's good. No, but see, if you gotta sometimes reach him in the summer, say I get the argument. Say, Joe, this is how I feel. If you care for me the way you say you do, if you want to make me kind of happy, when you come in to see my mom, it's her house, it's our house. Try to.
I think Mom's upset that he's with somebody that demeans her like you know.
Well,
that too.
That's
another
but
thing.
Joe deserves that though, because I'll tell you why he deserves that.
Oh my God.
Because when she was with her and she put out the money at the beginning, what did he do? Deceive her because he got his gambling habits, so he didn't know what to do, so he decided to use the credit cards or still bet his coins. Instead of consulting his mother, what he had to do is tell his mother, Jamie, or tell the mother. Maybe the mother would probably help him. But then again, if this Joe learned from his mistakes. So see, then he tries to make Jeannie feel guilty, and that's wrong.
And my dad, and then my dad later on wanted custody of me and wanted my mom to lose custody.
Right,
and that was terrible.
right.
He actually went to a lawyer to take custody away from my mom and give it to him.
Yeah.
Like full custody.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if I would have been raised not by my mom?
No, you wouldn't have been, I'll tell you, it would have been no good for you. He's not equipped for that.
But we have a better
First
relationship
of all,
now.
if you got your table, you don't have a whole bunch of dishes like you have 50 people come over every day, and with all the dust on the dishes, and they just sit there day in and day out, the dust must be this thick. I guess if I eat
a lot of noise.
If I eat a piece of meat, I'll get a dust ball in my food. That's what I'm saying. So when I talk to Clark, we talk about.
Well, we're going to visit him tomorrow. You're going to see the house again, Tommy. Is it going to look any better than April? We're going to go to Mount Joy tomorrow.
No, but I ate already. Oh no, thank you, Claude.
Pork and sausage. He was mad you ate Shane Maple Day. He wanted you to come over at 9 in the morning and eat there for breakfast.
Why would I want to eat his breakfast when I get Shady Maples? I don't.
He thinks he cooks better than Shady Maple.
See this bowl? This would be full of grease, and my eggs will be swimming. I would have to get a strainer.
You want to go check on my mom?
Yeah.
Well, let's go see if she's ready.
No, see, look, that's why this is how I
You still
feel.
want this light on?
Yeah, this is
Oh, what's that?
This is how I feel.
The witch.
Joe don't appreciate something. You know, this is.
I think he should be very grateful to my mom.
That's what I'm
I
saying.
just say, Jane, we're friends, thank you. I haven't heard him say thank you.
Look, when people do something,
She thanked him.
yeah,
What? She thanked him for everything he did.
yeah.
Would you thank Joe?
No, because I think if I had a way to scale, like I told you, Joe was 50-50. 50% I think he did things for her. I agree with that, but then it's 50 things that he scammed her. So when you're looking like the whole every dollar at three.
But Joe did come to my dad's age.
I got $3.
Here's what Joe said to my dad. He said he put you through college, he bought you cars. He's the best of the fathers because of his financial generosity. Do you look at it that way or not at all?
No,
And why?
because I think he still couldn't. See, you could.
I got through college on a grant. He got me a couple. You saw the
Oh,
car.
your father. Okay. I mean, he did you good that way. See, that's what I'm trying to say to you.
A couple hundred here and here,
Like I
1,000
said,
here,
they're both
1,000
50-50. So in other words, if
But what's a father supposed to
but
do?
no,
Not,
but say if
should he
if-
help?
no, but here's my point. If he's doing that, he actually he's a father. All fathers are supposed to give to their sons.
Without bragging.
Without bragging or making a checklist of how much you gave him or a tab. My brother does not make a tab for his daughters. Now say.
Oh yeah, I told him. He said, "Well, why don't Johnny give?" He said, "Why don't Johnny pay your bill?"
Even the both
He didn't like
daughters,
that.
believe me, the both daughters are well-to-do. Kristen's married, has his husband. He's got a company that cleans the office buildings. Kristen was a school teacher too. She teaches the disabled people. That's why she don't. If she heard Claude doing what he does to you, and she would get pissed off because she taught disabled people, and she don't like them being misused. So she don't like
My mom.
Yeah. Oh, Kristen wouldn't like it, and Johnny wouldn't like it. Because Johnny likes your mother. Johnny knows your mother good. He feels
The
bad.
guy tonight liked mom.
Yeah.
You hear him? He said she's a good woman.
Yeah.
Why can't John Claude say that?
Because, like I said, they are ungrateful individuals, and they don't have common sense. See, first of all,
But they
got-
both bash you.
Oh, but see, they
I'm not saying you're perfect.
no,
Nobody's
no,
perfect.
but
Nobody.
they can't be me. They don't have. They think they can outsmart me, but I already got them figured out here a long time ago.
And you get along with mom.
Yeah,
There's no problems.
There's
You
no
guys talk about things. You agree on most things. You know, you have your debates and everything.
I just don't like them upset her because she's on this medicine now.
Because she cares. When somebody cares and then they get betrayed, they get upset.
First of all, it's like me with her two kids. To me, I think I think Anthony's a nice kid, but I think he's lazy. He don't. But me and I just put my mother a nice Elvis blanket. She's got it on the chair with the picture of the
Oh,
guitar.
yeah, you do.
I buy her CDs.
And she would always cook for you. She loved
Right,
it.
and she did that. My grandmother, same thing I did for that. Johnny goes there every day, buys fix up stuff.
Yeah.
And we're the sons. And I was the grandson. Now, that's her son, he makes good money. I mean, he could once in a while buy her something for her birthday. She's going to turn
Like what I
she-
did
well,
for you.
she's gonna-
Like
she's-
today, all the
in
bags.
December, she's going to turn 60. It's going to be. I'm trying to get her a kid. She's going to turn.
And this is an early gift. I'm not going to do anything on her because you're not going to be here. But look at what I did today for you guys.
That's what
My
I'm
mother
saying.
and I together.
That's what I'm saying.
That was a lot. That's more than most people do.
She enjoys coming.
That's why I don't like my dad and Joe saying we're not generous. Because look what we did today for you.
I don't pay him no mind, and neither does Mary pay him any mind. And look, Mary don't know you as long as I know you. So, and she enjoys coming up. She likes it. She likes the stories. She likes when we go out. She likes when we sit and we watch TV. So that's what she. It's just,
That's what humans do. Like you met Court.
but yeah, but
Yeah, see?
her kids ain't like that.
Functional
Her kids ain't like
world,
that. Their kids ain't like that. So
We went to the
that-
meetings, you know.
That's the same thing like Joe. Now it's funny how people look. Joe and Claude can say all the
Oh,
things.
he was
about-
online tonight. You saw him online.
Claude
Put in the
and Joe can
comments.
say all the things about me. But think about it. It's not that they just say things about Claude. He says things about you too. So your father's just off color. But if you look at all the people that see me and talk to them, Garth, Ken, okay, even Randy, okay, even the guy tonight, they know, even Darren, they all know me. Now they still all
And the
people-
women at the farm, all the different people.
Yeah, and they talk to me better than them too. Now that must tell you something. They don't like the way they carry themselves.
You communicate,
And
right?
they communicate. Joe doesn't know how to communicate good. Well, that's the way I have my stuff. What? You know.
It's the way it is.
I mean, look. His father died when he was a kid. Joe was an alcoholic. The father.
Shame.
The mother was died. Okay. He had
That's why
son.
Mom wants to
Okay.
help.
Well,
Mom
me and
wants-
John, me and Johnny took. We said we had our father got remarried. We had 2 kids. and we
Everybody has a
get along with them. Me and my brother, my other brother, my half brother, and my half sister. We get along with him. Now my father, he knew, but we still have respect to go see him. We talked to him. He didn't care. He gave me $2,000, another $800, and he didn't want it back. He said,
No tab.
No, there ain't no tab with him. He gave me some D. Martin DVDs.
I think he does a tab so he remembers where track of his money. But then
But
he shouldn't walk into the grocery store and tell everybody what he did.
If you're going to do a tab, if you're loaning a stranger, or you got a tab with a store, not with your son.
He doesn't. He said that you have to.
No, you don't have to. I don't know why. Look, he better keep a tab on all his bills. You know what he needs a tab on? His bills, what he's paying out. They're the biggest crooks that try to take your money.
That's why he doesn't want to pay any bills.
Yeah, see?
But you see how long that works out.
Well,
then he gets
well,
insurance policy for $10,000 for the house.
Well, see, that's what I'm saying. But
and no will. No will, Tom.
Yeah, see, but he wants to keep a tab when he gets you. He should make a tab with you.
How about mom?
No, because mom helped him with the house. And he made the money on the house and paid less for the house and got more money when he sold it. So
and he said that was called business.
No,
Business.
but that's bullshit too. So see, your mother helped him out. That's what I'm saying. She helped Joe out.
He said he's paid her back 10 times over for that.
Everybody in my family, my mother.
But he thinks he's giving mom 10 times as much as she gave him.
No. Claude couldn't function, even his father. His father was a children a new asshole, believe me. I'm telling you, every time they just come over Thanksgiving, and you go, man, you go, we let him have it real good.
But I love him, he's dead. But then a lot of people will see him and see me, and we're both jovial and outgoing. They'll say you're a mirror image of him. I don't think they know me that well if they say that.
Who's that?
Then you go in the store, be like, when I was little, they'd be like, "Oh, that's your son. He acts just like." I'm not. I don't want to be.
No, see.
There are certain things that I want to be communicating and being positive and being uplifting, the joyful, the good part. But I don't want to be a mirror image of anybody. Not Joe, not Claude, not anyone.
That's what I'm saying.
I'll say to them, I would often say to them, "Why don't you talk to?" This is what I would say to not just Joe or Claude. To make them, I would say, but those two in particular.
But
can't you talk to mom like Tommy
again,
does, and they say, "Oh, I don't want to hear about Tommy." Well, you know what Tommy?
I know. I remember one time we were up and I said, "What the fuck you said, Claude?" That's what I said when you would have one of them. He didn't know I was on the other end.
Oh my God!
That's why I meant.
That's because
I catch him. I know what he. See, believe me, he thinks he.
I said, "Why don't you treat them?" And they said, "Well, what's Tommy over there and treat your mom?" I said, "Because he treats her. He can have a friendship with her. I don't know what the hell. Why is it so hard to have a friendship? It's so difficult."
Look, why should anybody be? Your mother don't bother.
She's not
First of all,
hard to be friends with.
She stays in this house. She don't really.
It's because they had failed relationships, and they blame her for the relationship.
No, it's them. It's them because they took her for her goodness, for her weakness, and they try to take advantage of her.
It's not like she walked into their house.
Really, in reality, if she really wanted to hurt them, when Joe did with the visa, she could have had him locked up, and the mother could have and taught him a fucking
And when my
lesson.
dad tried to take me for custody, she should have banned him from seeing me.
Exactly. So
He said she inevitably did because he only saw me on weekends.
Claude couldn't function. Why? Look, his own sister, I told you, did not have him at the wedding because she didn't want to be embarrassed.
But our relationship's a lot better now, but still, all the screen you saw today.
Yeah.
He was trying to lecture you on the phone about listen.
But he don't know how to have a two-way conversation. That's his problem.
It was a monologue.
That's all he wants to do.
Lecture you on how it should be.
Yeah. But see, I don't bear no mind because
is it possible
I
he
already
doesn't
had,
think?
First of all, I was going to try to explain. When you do a crown, they're going to fill your cavities first. Then sometimes, and then sometimes they do a root canal, and then they place the crown in. And the crown, they were like $600 when I had mine done. Thank God my insurance.
He waited 3 years. He told him his teeth were fine. Then the teeth needed to be pulled. Then they got loose and they fell out. And then he wants to sue the VA. He actually wants to sue the VA. You think they're going to let him do that?
No, first of all, he should watch himself with that because first of all, now with the
I said they'll throw you on the ground and they'll throw you in the slammer.
First of all,
they'll throw him in the
they got this organization now that's paying mortgages off for people, the VAs. They actually are helping.
They're not going to help him if he's trying to slander.
And they are starting to take some of these homeless people in the street. So the VA is like, if he badgers them, see when you badger somebody,
he lost his doctor and now they want to go after him for the medicine.
Yeah, see.
But here's the thing, though. Should you bite the hand that feeds you? Hasn't the VA given him all this help? Should he really bite that hand that feeds you?
I'm not. Look.
They have problems. I agree with him. They have problems.
Look. But Joe and him.
Joe don't even get veterans benefits. He lost his ID.
If you disagree, as I say, if you disagree with something, Claude doesn't know how to go about things to get to go it. I mean,
When he was younger, he used to
believe me, I
get
get
some
mad.
wrestling.
I curse the TV guys. I like to fuck these people. But see, the only way you're going to hurt like the Democrats is you got to give them a dose of their own medicine. Now, remember, I'd rather torture them instead of killing them because once you shoot them, they don't feel nothing. But if you break their balls every day because they broke yours and give them a dose of their own medicine, they won't be able to handle it. It's just like if they're wealthy the way you are, and you get their money and you can control their money, and then you make them live like you're living and punish them for about a couple of years, they'll commit suicide or they'll go bananas. They'll be the bananas without the peels. So, and that's what'll happen. And that's how they are. And that's better than to shoot them. Because shoot them, they escape the punishment.
Yeah.
But if you break their balls to the fullest,
Like they've done for everybody else their whole life.
like 12, you had 12, look at these people. When he was bullying, like the blacks, when Obama was bullying the blacks, okay.
They stood up and fought.
He stood up and broke his balls by leaving the party and voting for Trump. They broke his balls.
Look at the picture behind you. There he is. Now look at her smile on him.
Yeah, piece of shit. She's a dumbass. But anyway, look what they did. They broke Obama. You know, technically, because when by them leaving the party, and he was trying to
That's
tell
the last thing he wanted.
he was calling them all. They were calling them all the names in the world. You know what? He said,
They call them racist. They call them sexist. They call them
in silence.
their own people.
He says, back in the day, some blacks were Republicans. They had a big.
You have a right to think how you want to think and not to be badgered.
Right now.
They want to control.
See.
How about Hispanics? The Hispanics.
Yeah,
really?
and the same thing.
The Catholics.
And look,
The Jews.
And Carmen's a stupid ass because she's prejudiced. And most, if you look,
Hate white people.
if you look, no, if you, because I would, you know what, I would this if I was with Oprah, I would say, Mrs. Winfrey, you say it's racial. I don't agree with you. I'll say, well, I don't agree with you. You thought because she's a woman? Well, Hillary Clinton's a woman. Now, I don't like Hillary Clinton. I wouldn't vote her in. Now, is she black? Is she black, Mrs.
And you don't like Bob Casey? He's a man.
All right, look at this. Okay, I'll give you an example. I say, look at. Let me give you another example. I said, Miss. I get myself like that. Look at Hill. She's white. Okay.
Tim Walz.
Okay. Now look at Tim Walz. Is he white? I'm gonna vote him in.
He's a man.
Yeah, and he's a man. So I wouldn't vote him in. So I
Colorblind,
don't know what your point is. I don't like her. She can't present.
Nothing to do with what their race
It's
is,
not about
sexual.
color. She does not know how to present herself. Now, look at you. Are you a host of a TV show? When you knew Trump, when you had all these different people on, I remember when you had Angela McCart right off from Lost in Space, I would say. I remember you had all these different people and you promoted these different groups and you had different things. You worked with people back then. You had different artists of white and color. So you got to stop using this racial shit with
I think
Democrats.
they want to divide us. It's deliberate.
Well, first of all,
One side, the other side
here's
wants
where
to
I'm
be free.
at. I'm in at the not the conservative, but I'm in at the Democrats, but I'm in at the moderates because
It pacifies.
because they don't fight. There are some that are afraid of the left and the liberals, and especially the radicals that are all bizarre. This is the ones that are all flaky.
You know
But-
a couple of them, right?
Yeah, but
Like-
they need to do something with their party. Look, if they keep doing what they're doing, they're not going to win another election. They said that. And
Yeah, I hope that's true,
And
because they don't change.
it's going to take them 10 years because they have nobody upcoming. Hillary's getting old. Clinton's old. Obama's getting old. Michelle.
Josh didn't stay
He
neutral.
told me that. He woke up.
Oh, you were sleeping there?
Yeah, go to sleep.
Yeah, oh, you do. You're awake.
I thought that was Mom.
Yeah.
He was just talking about how it's going to take him 10 years to recover. He was talking about. See, he doesn't like when the men say blame my mom for things.
I don't like it.
Because my mom's not perfect, but she didn't do the things she did.
No.
She's not a horrible.
Johnny knows that too. Johnny told you. Didn't Johnny tell you about Joe Kelly?
She didn't take advantage of other people.
Did
That's what I
he
mean.
not put his opinion into you?
Yeah, and he was correct. He's correct.
Okay. So if people know that and feel that way, that's the way they
My
feel.
mom's not out to take
They-
advantage of people.
No, she doesn't.
That's not the people think.
Mary doesn't either.
No.
When she treats me,
I
I treat
think
her.
the
We
peop-
go back and forth. We don't play this bullshit.
I think the
game.
people that are actually trying to take advantage or accuse the other people trying to take advantage.
Because they're doing it. That's why.
Exactly.
Because Mary will treat me. I'll treat her. She'll buy me something. I'll buy.
That's
me
how it
something.
should be.
Yeah.
No eye for an
She'll
eye.
see if I like something. Mary will buy it. If I like me, like I said.
Yeah.
That's like, look, your mom got me those CDs. She spent $175. I gave her an extra 20. I gave you an extra 20 for your
You just woke up, you slept. You said if you fell asleep on the couch, not to wake you up. So. I wonder if Mom fell asleep back with the dishes.
That's how you reward somebody.
Tommy, let's go check on Mommy. See what else she's doing. We're gonna let this dry out in another couple days. Hey, the coffee's is coffee still warm?
Yeah, it's good.
I'm gonna put it-
I'll get it.
Alright. It's right here. And look, this is the tea he drinks. Look, he put the tea bag, but he put like 6 tea bags in. One tea bag at a time.
6 feet and a cup of coffee?
Yeah.
Tea?
And he used a bunch of them. He's eating more tea bags. Make it stronger. How do you make it stronger?
When he wipes his ass, he probably only uses a little sheet. He probably don't even wipe.
I can tell you somebody who uses it twice.
Oh.
Inspirational, patriotic, and motivational.
Let's go check on mom. All right, mom. One, two. Mommy. Tommy's wound tonight. Oh, he's all wound up. Everything. Joe and Claude saying that you take advantage. He said they took advantage of you. Mom's up. She said, "Why are you all wound?" I said, "He's wound up because." There you are. I said, "Tommy's wound up because he don't like when Joe and Claude take advantage of you." And she don't. You have to explain to. Somebody got to stand up for it, Tommy. Just tired of getting railroaded.
I don't like it.
Getting railroaded. You know what I mean by getting
Did you tell
railroaded.
what Garth said with Joe?
Mom, hey, Garth was online tonight bashing Claude and Joe and saying he likes Tommy. He likes Tom, and Darren did it, and Ken and Cork said it. Cork told Tommy, oh my mom wants it. Cork took Tommy's side tonight and bashed the other two. Couldn't believe it. Tommy, you saw it. He asked you talk to you about the show. He wanted you, not the other. Oh my God, Mom's coming out.
I should always take Tommy's side. Because Tommy's right.
See?
You don't owe them.
Tommy knows. Tommy knows.
Mom, here come Mommy with her donuts. Here come
I
Mommy.
tried to help them and do for them.
And they said it's all your fault.
And they said everything's my fault.
No, it's not.
Cork knows it.
They know it's their fault.
You're right. It's not my
It's
fault.
not your fault. When I tell you it's not
I
your fault.
tried.
No, it's not a matter you tried. How can you succeed when you have working with people like that,
I
Tom?
tried. And they
Remember, I told you before. Both of them.
Hey, when I met Claude, he had nothing.
But I told Ricky. His father always called him a moron. And Bala Kimberson.
Yeah.
You know that he came, Tommy, and stayed with me for months without even giving me any rent or anything. He stayed with me.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Johnny said the same thing. They said,
Oh, John?
Johnny.
I was okay as long as he bought the food and took us out.
No, but this is what I told Ricky. No, this is what I told Joe. Is that because he said that because I heard him on the phone. I don't care what's coming close. Ricky, I care for you. But I told Ricky, you should tell Joe, if you care for me, you know what hurts me when you hurt my mother. If you really cared for me, you would try to work with my mother.
Yeah.
I did try to explain. He said there's no negotiations.
You see that? What did that tell you? How could he show you the?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? We tried. I talked to him last time he was here. I thought I got somewhere.
Yeah, but then he talked about he never coming back and all this other nonsense. He said he's never coming back. Uh-oh, not the fridge out again.
See, here's my point. Joe's 50-50. And you
Mary, want to hand this to her?
I would told Rick.
Hand her so. That's a regular.
All right.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank
You
you.
gotta remember.
Thank you.
I look at it this way. He did 50% for you.
Do you call him Joe?
But also, he did 50% home by hurting you with the money.
Throw it
fees and all that
Toss
stuff.
it her. Well, don't hit Mary. Don't knock her out.
Oh my God. Sorry. Oh, geez.
She wants to watch movies. But Tommy,
We can watch this guy. I'm gonna hear about Camel's problem.
yeah, he wants to see Levitt. Now here's the deal. Why does Garth and Ken and Darren and Cork and Eileen and all these other different people, men and women, young and old, why do they all feel the same way, right?
Oh, if my mom was here, Ricky.
No, he was talking about Dick and Luther and how they would respond to Claude and Joe.
First of all, if Dick was hiding right now, Richard was hiding right here in the house, and so Joe with his bullshit and Cole with his bullshit, and what Joe did, especially when he told Joe to take care of Janie, and saw what he did with the coins, that would set him off. because I know he would let Joe have it, and even the grandfather Luther would let him have it.
He didn't like Grandpa Ulrich's driving either. He didn't like his driving.
Oh, Colette's driving.
No, but they knew.
Tommy, how did we drive today? Because my dad said I'm gonna crash
That's
every.
another thing. When Ricky drove today,
There you go. 0.
no, because you know why? When somebody's bad,
0-1, right?
when Cole bad, don't do Ricky. What the fuck? Ricky would have
Yeah.
that way, but bashing somebody is a real.
What's wrong with that one?
Let Ricky.
Can I toss this?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Tommy.
There you go, Mayor.
He sees how Ricky drives.
How was it today, Mayor? Wasn't it good?
Yeah, everybody. He does.
He does.
But-
I wouldn't ride with him if he didn't, Tommy.
But Joe and Claude both tell me how to
No,
drive.
Because you know what it is? When they upset him, Jenny, and they get Ricky all worked up, they do that, and then he fussed up because they know they're wrong with what they're doing. They're the problem. Your son's not the problem with that. It's just that sometimes Ricky gets his...
Because if mom's the problem, then it carries over to me. When you know me and my mom are not the problems.
No,
Problem.
it's
He
not.
drives horrible.
You live here alone. You look how he goes all these stores. Look how he
Oh,
butchers.
my gosh.
Look how he goes.
Oh.
All from the time he picked us up from Shady Makers, from the times we went all those stores, he looked out for you all those decorations and went through all those stores.
And Joe said he wouldn't have did that for it, and my dad won't
No,
either.
none of them two would have did that.
How are the donuts, Mom?
What the hell's this here?
Usher, can you believe Harris can't pay $20 million in the hole? What do you think about that, Tommy? $20 million.
Consultants, private jets.
I tried it. No.
Tommy, they spent $20 million. Trump's got to pay off their
Oh,
debts.
give me a sip of that.
But if you need to have it, you need to know it's
No,
something you have to
I'd rather have this than the caffeine-free one, the diet one.
Anything without the aspartame.
Is that worse, Tommy?
The diet's worse than no. I don't mind
Diet's,
this.
diet's terrible. Diet has
No,
all
guess
kinds of
what?
bad
You know what's
chemicals.
worse? The original cola. Remember back in the day it said Coke Classic? It don't say Coke Classic. It says original cola. It's not the because
Yeah.
they did change the formula. It doesn't.
I believe it. I believe it.
doesn't have that
Coca-Cola.
lot of that seltzer like it used
They're
to
probably
have.
made in China now.
No, I like it when it has.
Yeah, my goodness gracious. Now you must hold. You're going to get the picture.
Tommy, I like when it has.
You're gonna sip. No, I like that. I like that zero sugar. I like it better than the.
Tommy, look at there she is. There's the woman. $100 million, 15 she paid for private jets for all the. She flew everybody in. Beyonce, there's a good one, Tommy. Beyonce. All these people she paid. Bruce Springsteen, John Bon Jovi. All these people she paid.
Yeah.
Usher, she paid him a lot of money. Mommy, can you believe Usher? There's Bruce. There he is, Tommy.
Smack dance bass. I would crack all his records.
Mom, he's very. Tommy not pleased with.
I can't believe him, and I can't believe Bon Jovi.
I can't either.
Foundation or this organization.
They liked Obama too, but
They were tough. Yeah, they were tough guys. They were. Like,
New Jersey.
I gotta get the blacks credit for standing up to Obama and say, go fuck yourself. We're gonna go Republican. You don't own this.
Yeah, he thought he owned everybody.
And the Hispanics and the Asians and even the Gen Z women and even the other girls because when Fox
They shave their head and won't be with
Harris
anybody.
had her on. With the
Harris
women-
Faulkner good. She's
Yeah,
the good
and
Harris.
she had with all the women in the club that day. He talked to all of them. I'm not going to get rid of the abortion and do that like that. The state. I'm not going to get rid of senior citizen Social Security.
I ain't even lying.
She kept lying about Trump. Trump's gonna
Oh,
do this. Trump's
Tom, she lied to him and said he's gonna
He
take away your Medicare. You're gonna blow up the world.
I wasn't gonna do that. I never was gonna do that. She still kept lying about it.
Oh, she was a habitual
No, you
liar.
know what I would have said? I would have gave you. I would have. Mrs. Harris, Trump just. But I'll tell you what you did. You let the borders come in. You let them kill people. That's what you did. You raised inflation. That's what you did. I can name all the things you did. You talk about Trump. Your list is this long.
And he's
Trump's
never
long
cut-
like this.
Trump never cut Social Security ever.
No,
Everything was a lie.
Like my neighbor said. He said, Trump, oh, he's a pig. And I said to my neighbor, he's a good pig.
He's a good because of
I
Clinton.
like that one. That's good.
And then I said, well, look at Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton was a saint, wasn't he? In office. Him and Lamont Motzky were saints.
Yeah, I like that, Tommy.
It's true.
And then he says to me, whoa, unemployment was always taxed. No, it wasn't. You can go online. It'll tell you 1987.
No, I looked it up. Remember?
Yeah.
And Garth does the fact checks. Remember he did the fact check? Did he?
Yeah.
He goes up and looks
He's
things up.
telling me, oh, Social Security, you gotta pay tax on 1,300. No, you don't. On 21. Oh no, 13. No, John.
His name's John too.
Yeah.
Tommy, who got elected right after Reagan in 87?
Reagan was good.
No, but 87, who got elected?
George H.W. and he was.
He's the one that wants the tax.
He did.
Oh, he was
I'll tell you
terrible.
what he did. I'm gonna tell you what he did. First of all,
He ruined
you didn't know this.
He ruined Reagan's legacy.
There's three things what he did.
96% of the vote in the
First of all, he taxed unemployment.
Oh my God.
Oh, boy.
Number two, you know how when you got SSI and you had to go to Social
Tommy knows
Security
all
when
the
you worked and gave him your report
He
every
knows the whole
year.
history.
Now, if you owe Social Security,
I
they
could.
never bother you, so they would take. They'll
I wanna put the movie on.
We'll take $20 a month
waiting
from
for
your
the
40. So what he did.
Which
He
one?
says if he made a bill because
Oh, yeah, I'm
if
going
you
through
don't
them little by
pay
little.
Social
We're gonna go through the
Security
movie
back
soon.
with your payments, they can take your taxes for you. So if you owe them, say like, I'll give you an example. Say you owe them like
We'll have more to do tomorrow. Too.
and
a
you
little
would,
bit
and you
every
would
day.
get like
A little bit at a time.
$1,500 back for you. They would take $500 from your $1,500.
Oh, wow.
Bush did that.
So Tommy, are we ever going to get through? This is the main thing. Are we ever going to get through to Joe and Claude? She wants Joe to recognize that she never was out to take advantage of him, and
First of all,
Oh, my God, no. I was
First
trying
of
to
all-
help him.
my dad doesn't.
Joe is
Joe, when he did that airport stuff and that
Look,
credit card,
think
and my
wait,
mom,
when you
that
look,
really...
when you look at the peanut
I want
butter-
this to be healed.
wait, when you look at the peanut butter and jelly in the refrigerator, when you look at the metal in the microwave,
No, Mom, not the metal. The microwave.
when you look at using 5 cups of coffee to drink 1 cup of coffee, the common sense is gone. Then you got to put 4 or 5 tea bags in 1 cup. I can see in a pot if you're born for a pitcher. Okay. for one
What do you
cup.
think about the tea bag?
If he can't
He
get
saw
me
the
out,
bag.
and then comes to Ricky, I'm gonna throw up. I need my pop. I'm gonna be sick. I would have said, just go outside. It's right in the middle of the bed. You're gonna throw up. But see, when he can't get a handle on that, now, when you take medical pot for your brain for pain, if you got any kind of problems, what it does, it helps the pain. But you got to remember, it takes your focus. You don't think clearly as like you used to. And
Two
also-
different people.
Yeah, it makes you get a little different, and sometimes you're
Mom, and you say you notice that?
Sometimes you get in a hypnotic state.
Different on the-
Sometimes you get in a hypnotic state and you stare at the face because it deadens you, and then you can't have that
I even
conversation.
let Joe get his Social Security for years, or not Social Security, his car insurance up here and stuff.
Oh, not the-
That's another thing. And then when you stopped it, he got mad. But
That seemed to be the beginning of
but
what really
see,
turned on.
but you couldn't keep doing it though.
No, my new insurance company found out. They said no.
And remember, I told you about how they penalize her for not being able to drive, and that's not fair to
No.
disabled people.
Other insurances won't even pick me up.
Yeah, because
I'm lucky to have
she should be allowed to own a car. That's discrimination.
Yes.
Why the insurance
I think, see, that's why I said there's certain things even Trump should have. People should be talking with another level about, like the marriage penalty law.
Yeah.
See, that's why she couldn't stay married because they would
Yes.
take, they would.
Yeah.
Yes. And I only-
They don't allow people with
and then-
disabilities to
and
get
Joe
married.
said- and then, okay, and
Oh, he used the marriage thing against her.
He
He's
had a legitimate thing here. He said to me, "Well, you married
true, Tom.
Claude. You were supposed to get married because you don't want to lose your Medicare. I understand, but you married." I said, "Between me and you, Joe, I knew that Social Security was going to come after me.
Oh, they would.
I wanted to give Ricky a name. I didn't want him to.
Yeah, Claude Benevento Jr. But thank God I'm Richard,
I
right?
said I didn't want to have a baby and not be married. I didn't believe it.
Because she didn't want it to go through. Was am I Joe's son or my Claude's son? Go through that.
I didn't
Yeah,
believe
no,
She
it.
want that would have
So I
been.
said,
You know what I mean, Tommy? Take it through that trouble.
I knew that marriage wasn't going to last.
I look at both
I
sides.
know.
I didn't want to say
You're supposed to get married to get statement, but I understand where you come from.
I look at one as a penny pinching motherfucker.
Yes.
Okay. Then I look at the one that don't have good explanations of anything. Go, oh, that's the way it is. No explanation. Never explain a son. Well, the reason it's like Ricky. If I would tell you, Ricky, you're a little boy, I don't want you to touch this because you can hurt yourself.
That's what Mom did.
Wait, and I would tell you the reasons why.
That's what
Exactly.
I did.
Joe couldn't do that.
That's what I
Oh,
did.
no, the way this is the way it is. That's no fucking answer.
So, that's terrible.
So So in other words, if I stuck my hand in the fucking electric, I'm like, Tom, that's the way it is. That's what you did. But I wouldn't know why I did because I know not to touch it.
And if my dad would have had full custody?
That'd be bad too.
Remember that? Remember the custody war? Tracy fought for it.
Claude was almost worse. I hate to say, Tommy, I was with both of them. At least when I was with Joe, he did help me. He did do things to help me.
But that's what I
Claude did
said to you.
nothing.
Well, I mean,
Claude did nothing to
that's what I
help
said to
me.
you.
The presents.
Here's my point. He was 50-50.
Yeah.
Like, okay, he bought your pizza, he came over, he took you to the flea market,
Yes.
Then he goes in the drawers, gets that Visa cards and buys gifts. Then he gives you some money back. Then he goes plays lottery. He has these bars.
Yeah, he couldn't stay on the right track.
Then he gets a
But
job.
Claude was old. He never did that. He didn't even want to babysit.
Like I told Joe to his face when he was here, that time with me now. He said, "Don't point at me." He said, "I have more jobs than you." I said, "Sure." When you had a different job every 3 months.
No, when I was with Joe, he did help me financially. Somewhat, yes.
But then,
And Claude's helping me now.
wait.
Yes.
Look.
It's 50-50.
Wait. What if I go and give you $200 and I put it in your envelope? Here's $200, Jenny. Okay. I go back and I get your credit card and I take $600.
Yeah.
It don't work.
Yeah.
So that's
Remember
what
when
he
he
did. So
took out-
he helped you. What
Hey,
he did.
wait.
That's what I said. He was 50-50.
You remember when he took out bank loans?
That's
too?
what I'm talking about.
And I
So-
didn't know about
Yeah,
it.
well, that's what I'm.
How did my dad financially extort her? The house?
The house, yes. The house and living with me for free all that time. And not wanting to give me anything to help take care of Ricky.
My dad brags about how wealthy he was with his business, though.
You know what?
Now,
I wonder how wealthy he really is. Because if you're that wealthy, to really squeeze a penny that tight, I mean, you can't be. I mean, I think he has money.
he has some
First of
money.
all, when you have some money, and you really have all your brains, and you own a property, you do get things fixed.
He got
You don't
money.
have to take a bucket of grease and dump it in the grass and kill the grass. Okay? You don't need to do it off the bathroom and have it off.
His neighbor's grass, Tom. His neighbor's grass.
I'm saying, then you don't have all the shit on the table like you do. Have 50 inches of dust on it. Then you go to eat, you get a fucking dust ball in your mouth.
Tommy, one day when Ricky was at the bank.
It's true. Damn it.
So I mean,
It's a
yeah,
disgrace.
Those Claude, they said Ricky was asking.
How many plates?
Because he's his son, you know, what
People-
My dad have everything.
Yeah.
set
When
up.
somebody-
He said, "Oh, your dad has plenty of money in his account."
Yeah, because he told everybody he was a millionaire.
He said he has money in his account.
He tell-
And the bank guy.
And he told them, yeah, the banker said, oh, your dad has money.
He's got
Well,
money.
if he's not saving it for you or her, he's sure saving it for Uncle Sam because when he's dead, he can't fucking take it
You're
with him.
right. Ricky on his bank box.
Oh, no, I can't be on anything, Tommy, because I stole a TV remote. Remember, I put a TV remote in my pocket. All right, Mary, let's watch the TV show. Did you read the comments from Gar?
Wait, you stole, but he took my Linda Ronstadt CD, but you stole.
Gar said neither. Here's the comment, Mary. He said Gar said neither Claude and Joe were a good influence on Ricky growing up. That's Gar's remark, not anybody else. Friend Joe. Neither Claude nor Joe were a positive influence on Ricky, but Tommy's a positive influence.
Well, how come he could see that and they can't see?
And then
You're
Joe
jealous.
called Garth a pedophile. So.
He called him what?
A pedo. Joe's always got a nickname for somebody. Fruitcake, Bonehead. Remember that, Tommy?
Claude called me this morning and said, "Oh, that kid."
Oh, he called-
said they're gonna take my house. I said, "I don't know anything about it."
I don't know. Tommy said that could happen if he goes off the wall with the VA.
I
Claude,
said,
Claude,
"Claude, don't keep
He
putting
called.
in
He
complaints."
called.
He put in 6 complaints.
No, the guy that introduced me to Ricky tonight, the Ricky guy. We had a back.
Cork.
We had a back and forth conversation. You can't have a back and forth conversation. Oh, let me speak.
No.
He's got to go on a pen page like he's a fucking typewriter. 100 words a minute.
Talk to him.
I mean, and you can't explain them things. He acts like he's the only guy who went to the fucking dentist
Oh my God.
and had crowns and had cavities.
He never did the 2. He just went from the teeth being healthy just to straight to pulling them. He never had a root canal.
25.
Look at this. Look at how happy Biden was to meet with Trump. You don't think he was? They said he was happy he won. Didn't he, Cork, say tonight he was Biden's happy? Biden, remember Cork tonight said he was happy Biden won and Trump to win. You think?